Yep, there we go.
All right, how's that?
Yeah, for some reason, I had it up, and then it just...
Minimize or just...
minimize, yeah. Then it just wasn't up when we started checking.
Yeah, I thought that was weird because I asked if he had it, and Wayne said yes. So I should have figured that, if I didn't see the icon, it probably just closed down or something.
Right.
Keen says much better. Excellent.
Excellent.
All right.
Of course it's much better. You can hear me now.
So we need to rebuild our Jester. And my thought on this one...
Better, faster, stronger, more than ever.
...is that the Sun Ring is good, and we only have one, so I'm going to go ahead and grab the other one.
Sure.
Because the other choice is the Book of Healing, which is of no use to us whatsoever.
Which we already have. Oh, whoa.
What?
There's like a red tentacle thing appeared underneath that when you switched to missions.
Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Huh.
We have found the second weird thingy from going into the Darkest Dungeon. Yes.
Cthulhu is not impressed with us leaving the Darkest Dungeon. Hey guys, come back.
You can't just poke in the Darkest Dungeon then walk away.
One does not simply.
Yes. So my thought is that since we are going into the Warrens over here, I can go ahead and bring a team of mostly people I can hit on most ranks, and also a fair bit of bleed.
Right.
So I'm thinking about going with her, with if it bleeds and things like that.
Sure.
Vex obviously can either go onto the third or second row.
And who is a beast hater as well.
Yes, so he might actually be able to do some damage. And then Vex I can switch over with Incision, go with a Bloody Herb, and then also do some stunning as well.
Should a level 3 Jester have only 19 HP? I guess so.
Yeah, they have pretty low HP.
I'm thinking it's almost...
That and he only has level 1 armor.
Oh, armor would increase it. Yeah, there
Yes.
we go. But to say, it's like, why does he only have half the HP of a Plague Doctor?
Well, because he has 1/4 the armor of a Plague Doctor. So let's go ahead and build him back up a bit.
It goes to that... Yeah, let me just say that it has been a very long day with lots of unplanned things. So I'm happy to spend the rest of it with you all instead of last couple days of my soon-to-be old job.
Yeah, none of you know it, but yeah, Wayne has had quite the time.
It's been terrible.
Finale was not what I wanted. I wanted Slice Off.
Well,
Finale is still alright.
Yeah.
I don't think I'll need that though.
Does it make the bleed go up?
No.
Okay,
It's
so
at 4 points still.
Yeah, probably not.
And then I'm thinking...
Yeah, the question basically comes down to, or is he going to be a mobile, the high mobile Jester, or is he going to be stuck in rank 3?
And that is the
2?
question that I'm asking myself. Because a lot of these skills I can do with the Hellion being on either rank 1 or rank 2. The only difference is Iron Swan.
Right.
Which isn't as important for this build. And then you have Claire obviously being in the third or fourth rank, it's all okay.
Yeah.
And then you have Spruce, which can basically do everything I'm looking for from all of these ranks. Because I'm not going to be having these two skills. Because trying to blight things in the Warrens is not a good idea.
Are you planning on switching her to Incision?
Yes,
okay.
As I mentioned earlier.
I didn't catch that.
So I think I will go ahead and try the mobile one.
Okay.
And for that, I am thinking...
Now you realize with this arrangement, only Claire can hit rank 4.
Claire and Silver both.
Well, not a Silver has gotten shuffled back a rank.
And more importantly, I have a skill that removes corpses.
Oh, true.
So yes, I think I'll be fine. But the big question is, do I want to go with Dirk Stab or do I want to go with Solo? And I'm thinking I will go with the Dirk Stab instead of... On the other hand, Inspiring Tune is pretty good.
Right. You're probably eventually going to need that.
Well, let's just quickly find out what our...
So he's got everything, I'm pretty sure. Yep,
yeah, pretty much, except for Dirk Stab. So let's just go ahead and use Dirk Stab instead.
Okay. He's a stabbing fool.
He's a stabbing fool. Then eventually to Finale, and then all the way back. And then... means I will want...
There's a lot of offense.
Right.
Jester is not the class you expect when you hear people talk about having all 4 offensive moves. But...
Right. And I think I will go ahead and go with Battle Ballad.
Okay.
Actually, no. Let's go with Inspiring Tune.
Okay.
Because that way, when he goes to the back, he can heal up a bit.
Sure. I might as well grab that one. It's a better return.
All right.
Well, Inspiring Tune starts healing quite a bit of stress.
Mm-hmm. And this is actually exactly what I want. So there we are. Then let's go ahead and get some...
selected.
What?
They're not actually selected.
They aren't.
Mm-hmm. There we go.
And then...
once
I start actually getting some stress, I'll switch that in.
Seems like they decide the preferred position based on the number of moves that can work and work against, and then if they're enabled or not.
Yeah, that's basically how it works.
I didn't realize it was dynamic like that.
Yep.
How can we reduce our prices anymore? We have the crests for it. Yeah, there we go.
Sure.
Alone in the woods or tunnels, survival is the same.
So let's see. I will
persist and overcome.
I'm thinking getting rid of stress is always a good choice.
Yeah, I would go with Tiger's Eye and Every Rose. I'm thinking are usually the safe choices there.
Then I think I will go ahead and go with Mockery because it's a time cost 2, and it should work out okay.
My problem with Mockery is that it's 2 time units, right?
Right.
You basically get a net of 20 stress reduction as you subtract 20 on 2 people and plus 20 on another person. So I'm like, at that point, why not get Encourage for 15?
Or Turn Back Time.
Or Turn Back Time, yeah. But Encourage at also the same time units, a guaranteed 15 stress, and that means you won't accidentally hit somebody, the person you wanted to work on.
I guess it's just that the fact that it is guaranteed minus 20 means that unless somebody is at 80 stress or so, or more importantly, if somebody is already just over, then it doesn't really hurt.
Yeah.
Whereas usually I find that, if things go bad, you kind of want to get everybody. So, yeah, I'll just go with it this way, and if it turns not to work, then we will...
you probably won't have the time you to worry about anyway after using the other 2.
Quite possibly. And then I'll just leave that as it is for now. And then I don't need to actually equip them, thank goodness. All right, in that case, I think we're pretty much good to go. Because I think everybody's got the skills they need.
They have skills to pay the bills.
So I could go with Bleed Out, but taking the damage penalty is just a pain.
Right.
So I'll just stick with...
Yeah, I'm thinking that
bleeds.
Bleed Out having the fatigue penalty must have been a leftover from some earlier development, because it definitely does not deserve it now.
Right.
I mean, it's basically, yeah, it is Wicked Slice plus what's his other one? Open Vein put together, and it's on a stronger offense unit, so that does count for a lot.
Right.
But it's also rank 1 only, which has some of the point blank shot problems. She has to be on rank 1 only instead of, I think the Highwayman can do his stuff from rank 3, and yeah, I'm just not seeing it. Whereas Incision definitely need to have a higher DOT, I think.
Yeah. I'll bump it up anyway because I do have the cash for it.
Yeah,
but...
next level will go up to 3.
Right. Alright, and that means that for the higher level people, let's see if there's anything I can lock in.
Compulsive on Lorax. She has not yet been dungeoned, right?
Then I think Natural Swing.
That'll offset the rabies, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense to me. That will be the rest of our money. So,
which I think is worth it. Getting an accurate rabid Lorax that isn't compulsive is good times.
Sounds good.
Oh, that doesn't leave us with...
Yeah, that's why I meant all the money.
Right.
We can probably sell something.
Yeah, I think so. I'm here of my own volition.
He says spittle flying between Nash teeth.
This'll work. I only ever need one of those.
And you may not need any hell hairpins, let alone 2.
Well, I'm thinking of keeping them because in a darkest dungeon run, like the darkest of darkest dungeons, the extra accuracy and crit would be very nice.
Would you plan on taking 2 Hellions in there?
At least one.
Okay.
More importantly, this is something that I won't need.
Oh, 2 shields.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that should be enough cash for our purposes.
Lorax gets mo better.
Pretty much. Yeah, one thing that I have learned is that you basically have to rely on making people much better at what they already do.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, the Rabid Lorax is ironically one of the best choices we could go with.
And quite frankly, Champion is so stacked against you that you basically pump accuracy at every possible turn. I can't. There's no reason not to.
Let's see. More accuracy is always good.
Not as essential in Veteran, but still not bad.
Right.
Yeah. And Gordon, in agreement, she has Natural Eye, so you can probably focus on damage for her. Like that, actually.
Yeah. That's true. With Natural Eye, that's probably good enough.
Mm-hmm.
So do we have anything else that... Wilbur's Flag? Do we have anything else that...
Go team.
Actually, that might be good.
More accuracy and speed.
Right. On the other hand, this is one case where she won't always be in rank 4.
True.
Due to the finale.
Ah, good point.
So instead, I might actually go with the Beast Hater's Ring.
Okay.
Or Beast Slayer's Ring.
Makes sense to me. Because everybody else's trinkets are going to be pretty much spoken for.
Right.
So.
Then for this one, I want...
Bloody Herb, of course.
Yep, Bloody Herb. Then probably the Blasphemous Vial.
To help her stun.
Yeah.
Yep.
And the chance of the stun actually hitting, too.
That's what I meant, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep, sounds good to me.
Yep, not very dodgy, but so it goes.
Mm-hmm.
And then for this one... I am thinking we definitely want damage and bleed.
Yeah.
This would work. Oh, but Finale is actually ranged, I believe.
I think it's still melee.
Oh, it is melee. Melee.
Only a
Okay.
solo is ranged and has a hit roll, I think.
So let's go ahead and go with a pen.
Mm-hmm. It is mightier.
And...
Let's see. Could do Feather Crystal for more dodge, more speed. Could do Berserk Charm, more damage and speed. Could do something. Could do the Signet Ring for accuracy and protection when the dodge doesn't work.
Yeah, that's a good idea, actually.
Somebody should have it.
Right.
So why not the person who's taking debuffs when
Right.
he does his stuff? So yeah.
Whereas it's not as important for Lorax, because not only is Lorax, or Silver rather, focusing on damage, but also can self-heal.
Right.
So for that, let's go with... I want Brawler Gloves, I think.
You plan on doing a light run or a dark run?
I'm not actually planning on doing either, necessarily.
Okay. In that case, if you're just going to be having more or less ambient light, maybe have the candle on
Right.
her.
Although, now that you mention it...
Vex is Warrior of Light, but it's the only thing, affected by it.
And Photomania.
Okay.
So yeah, let's go ahead and go with a...
Sun Ring on her, then,
Yeah.
probably.
Let's see, Sun Ring. There we are.
There you go.
And... Just something for damage.
Part of me always wants to focus on crit on a Hellion, but their base rate is so low.
Yeah, it's only 3.5.
3.5 DMG.
Let's go with...
Yeah, candle.
Yeah, we can just go with candle.
Mhm.
Damage, speed, dodge.
It's a double dose of stress, but she does have Photomania, which would help lower that back down.
Yeah, that was my thought.
You just have to now have a reason to turn Sprawl down if he shows up asking for a Shambler.
Right. All right, I think this will work.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's go for it.
The other thing differently I might have considered for her was getting a bleed charm, but she should be fine. Maybe instead of the candle, It'll be a universal. Actually,
Yeah, she could do that.
Might as well just use the generic uncommon one because that'll give bleed resistance too. Or do we not even have one? Oh, we don't have the one for bleed. We
probably sold it.
We have move, debuff, and blight. We don't have the one for bleed.
Yep.
Huh.
Oh,
never
so
mind.
guess.
Never mind then. Yeah.
So you're thinking keep the candle instead of that trinket?
I guess for champion we might have wanted to do bleed skill chance, but I think we'll be fine.
Yeah, I think we'll be fine.
And more damage will definitely be making up for it.
Let's see, but none of these actually reduce their chances of being bleed. They just increase bleed.
Right.
Fair enough. Let's see. And actually, I want to do that instead.
Mm.
Okay. And Sprawl says, that's not a reason to turn in the Shambler. It's not like it makes you worse in the dark like it used to. Alright, we've got food, we've got shovels.
Hey, Sprawl.
We've got keys. Actually, that should be enough. Definitely herbs. A few bandages.
Okay.
And torches.
Yeah, we got the weapon rack curio. We've got bleed inflicting enemies.
Anything else?
Let's see. Shovels. You need to get a couple herbs. I think that looks good.
Alright, let's go for it. This will totally work. I have confidence in myself.
Swine are resistant to disease. I thought players can inflict disease, but...
Yeah.
One of the things I
guess they mean resistant to blight.
Yeah. One of the things I always kind of found disappointing in the Dark Souls games was you never had a way to inflict curse or things like that on enemies.
Oh, yeah.
It's only something that could ever be done to you.
So yeah, curse would actually be somewhat useful.
Mm-hmm. This is the Adjust 3 shrines, right?
Yeah.
In that case, it might have been more. We might have been thinking about using the map, maybe.
Be carried home.
But
I think we'll be fine.
Do we actually have any Warrens scouting in this team?
I don't know.
Yes, there's 10. Yeah. Okay, so 10%. That's better than nothing.
Yeah. That's the thing. It's like it's not going to be that big of a problem either way.
Always more light.
Oh,
hey, there's the first one. Yeah. Nice rack.
I wish you could just like double click it because, as Wayne has mentioned, our mouse sometimes blips off and causes problems.
I think I'm just
infect other players with Egghead.
I think I'm just going to end up replacing it with my wireless mouse. I don't usually use it from my laptop anymore.
Probably a good idea.
And that'll be a lot easier for the two of us to share.
Right. All right.
That way we can just like grab control from each other's screen somewhere playing. It'll be great.
It actually could be. You don't know.
Awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
Could actually benefit from holy water here. So maybe the other bandage. Oh, the anti-venom. Yeah,
that'll work.
We won't need that here. At Crest, we do still need a little bit of.
Yeah.
We still have two upgrades left on the survivalist.
All right.
Surprise!
I'm actually surprised that they're surprised. Let's see. I do not want to vomit.
Yeah. One good Iron Swan should take care of the Enchantress, too. Or that. Oh no, so yeah, she can't one-shot her. Oh yeah, there you go.
Nice.
There's a good way to get things started. Welcome back, Vex.
And we're starting to roll low for damage. But that's alright.
Little does she know that for this Plague Doctor, for Zeus, that knife isn't just for show.
Right. It's not just for operations.
A dizzying blow to body and brain.
Stun? No.
Nope. Alright.
Probably worth to get some bleed going on those guys.
Right.
That takes care of her.
Yep, she is dead. Excellent.
That might... No, not quite. Not quite, I don't... Yeah,
Yep.
well, okay, there we go.
Hey, Zeus, who needs a trepanation?
Well, I'm glad you're here to see yourself in action.
Yep.
Or death.
Dr. Zeus is here. The operation actually has been a success.
Confidence surges.
Of course,
as the enemy crumbles.
when Zeus was trepanned himself, that's where Athena came from. So
Yeah.
Pride
Actually, it's true.
precipitates
Yep.
a dizzying fall.
Granted, would you... There we go. Of course, he was trepanned with an axe. So,
right.
yeah, I think I will get rid of that other bandage. And this is herbs.
Yes. Survey says, and more food. Might as well.
Oh, this is next level buffering that Zeus is getting. So
Aw.
hopefully it'll go away.
Yeah. Go to our...
We'll see when
Okay.
Zeus gets back.
Yeah.
So if anyone else was having problems, they probably would have mentioned it.
Okay. Yes, I'm and I checked my profile to make sure we're back on our PC profile. I think I told you guys that on our console streams, so I left it on the higher bit rate because Sundays aren't as busy.
And this is a damage boost.
Damage if you use herbs, and otherwise it's a chance to get treasure at the risk of getting disease, I think.
Not bad.
30%, wow. I did put off that nap for a while then.
Right. Not quite enough,
quite
but if
enough,
there's
yeah.
a combat, then I'll get it.
Okay. And if
Just
not,
wanted the increased scouting chance,
sure.
as shown here. Room battle with treasure.
That's probably worth it.
I was hoping there would be a quest location here, but
Yeah, it seems like they must all be on the left side of the map.
they can't all be over here, I wouldn't think.
Such blockages are unsurprising.
We'll find out. We'll find
These
out.
tunnels predate even
Watch it be the two hallways in the room we passed by.
I actually would not be surprised. Also, I may run out of torches before this run is through.
Right. We do have a free refill with the with camp whenever we do end up camping. Actually, not that stun resistant.
No.
What am I thinking of? The maggots are really stun resistant. Yeah.
Ringing
Oof,
ears,
jeez.
blurred vision. The end approaches.
Oh, that's pretty good damage on the Dirk stab.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, but nothing compared to her. Of course, then again, she's got crazy damage buffs.
Right.
Obliterated.
And then probably another disorienting blast to clear the corpses.
Yep. That's my thought.
Another stun,
cool.
too. Yeah.
Exactly what I wanted.
Blasphemous Vial ain't nothing to mess with. Nice.
That is a fair bit of damage.
So remember the first time we saw, like, they said it got buffed, and they said it wasn't always 150. No, it used to just be 50% damage. So it
Yeah,
is-
Zeus, let us know if Twitch keeps it together or if we need to fix something.
Yeah. And like Ben was saying, how the rest of you have any problems?
Alone does not dissuade
Unless the buffering is so bad you can't hear us, in which case.
In which case there'd be nobody left in chat. so
Right.
You could toss the Jade.
Well, I just picked it up.
Oh.
That's what I just picked up.
Okay. I'll let you...
Nope. I almost never pick up Jade.
Well, I meant like, even crummy heirlooms are probably better than Jade.
Yeah, but these are pretty crummy ones. I guess for now I'll pick it. Do you know if we... I think we might need busts.
I know we still need. I know we still need a couple deeds.
Okay.
I don't know if we have enough by now though. But at one point we did.
Well, I guess we'll just go this way, and if it doesn't work, I will camp and then go back. Well, I wish I had brought that bandage.
Yep. It's have Zeus poke it right because she's Gustral gets some bleed anyway.
Let's see. Do I want the shame rolls?
Now you can probably toss the deeds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And hopefully we will get more.
Mhm.
Oops.
So too, Vex.
Curious is the trap maker's art.
Oh, speaking of,
Efficacy unwitnessed by his
There we
own
go.
eyes.
Oh, has Zeus not seen the Musketeer before?
Oh, in that case, it is not a new class per se. It was actually a Kickstarter backer class. It's basically just a reskinned Arbalest,
Yeah.
but obviously we got the mod for it to make it possible to show it to you all.
Yes.
Annihilated.
In a desperate bid to find content other people on YouTube hadn't already done
Right.
many times before.
Zeus is pretty sure that what was not together was on his end. Fair enough, fair enough. Let's see. So that one's dead.
Yeah, we got that.
Devastating
Nice.
blow.
Lots of criticals on the big guys.
Right.
Definitely works for me.
Cool. So it shouldn't even get a turn,
Right. Tentacle Devour.
other than the we can pray that it got.
Oh, so what's the damage difference between Dirk Stab and Slice Off?
Jerk Stab is 100% damage. Slice Off is minus
There's
33.
1/3, yeah, okay. Which, given his damage range, okay, if the bleed kicked in, it would have been worth it.
Right. Yeah, that's the thing. If the bleed kicks in, it's worth it. Otherwise, it's just plain not. There we are. And yeah, basically an Arbalest.
Yeah.
But still looks pretty cool.
The bigger
Well, whatever was wrong seems to fix itself. Yay!
Yay!
glory.
What in doubt?
Aha! I got the right... I chose the right answer with the shame roll. And once I get one of these things, I'll be
Right.
fine, but... I guess I will just get rid of the holy water.
Yeah, might as well. Have somebody drink it. Or, okay.
Nah. Uh-oh.
Oh, Zeus didn't hear the reactions too often trepanate people.
Ah.
Yeah, I made a joke about how when the original Zeus was trepanned, that's where Athena came from, and Ben concurred on my knowledge of on my successful mythology roll.
Okay, so this is the way we have to go. And I also said that, yes, your operations had been a success heretofore.
So it'll be Dark. Oh, hey,
Oh, hi!
what's up, bro? was there an enemy tile up next?
Yeah.
Oh, there was, yeah, because that's where the torches were. Oh, all the damage on the Hellion.
Mm-hmm.
Oh dear. Okay,
Oh, let's
get this party started. All right, that's a good start. So you might want to.
I'm thinking of
Yeah, because a guaranteed kill if she hits because of
Right.
the bleed, right?
Broken. Maintain the offensive.
Yeah, that makes sense. Mark the collector.
yeah.
Then she should be able to own him. I kind of like the dramatic point on hers.
It's nice, Zeus says, to hear you as awesome as this game as he is in real... Oh, it's this guy! Yup. Let's see.
We haven't seen a collector in a little while.
Arg. Let's see.
Yeah, tough call there because the collector is a threat, but the highwayman is a pretty big threat too.
Right.
Not bad, not bad.
Yeah, mostly I'm just thinking that the highwaymen I can probably take care of, whereas with one swap from her if she hits.
But oh yeah. Say with finale, but no, the wicked hack would do it, or not. Hack would do it. So I started combining. I started talking about how similar the highwaymen and the Hellion were before. So now combining their move names. Oh. It's a fancy coat that guy's got.
Then yeah, let's go ahead and finish him off.
Right. Now, odds are that will make the collector do another collect call next turn.
Right.
Which would be okay.
Well, manifestly, as I chose to do it.
It's the buff, yeah.
Let's see, which is
Ooh.
damage, accuracy, and crit.
Ouch.
Well, let's...
At least he probably won't lifesteal because he's probably going to do a collect call.
Right.
But, yeah, it could be bad. Yep. Okay, so now we've only got one highwayman. So yeah,
Let's see. If I play my cards right, I should be able, hopefully, to kill him before he gets his next turn.
yeah.
Maybe.
Maybe slice off and... Okay.
Arg.
Wow, some terrible damage rolls.
That was actually a bit of luck on my part.
Yeah, it was kind of unnecessary.
Okay, so he is dead.
There we go, yeah. Unless the Vestal goes first and heals him, but, you know...
I don't think that's very likely.
And,
Oh,
well,
nice.
definitely not now.
That's what I like to see. I can't even use Battlefield Medicine at this point.
Right.
Let's go ahead and... Let's just keep him from protecting the Headhunter.
Oh, yeah. I like that instead of the Highwayman.
Well, that's basically what he does.
Well, what he does, right?
A fine work, ally. Then... What exactly are we slicing off, though?
I guess...
His vertebrae?
Or what's that called? Ganglia? Maybe just...
Oh, yeah,
whatever's floating around out there.
There we go.
Well, it's nice to know a berserk, drugged-up Hellion is always on hand to do some good. It's true, yeah. Dude's harmless now.
Yep. That's what I was hoping for.
Mm-hmm.
Then I can sandbag for one more turn safely, right?
This should be... Yeah, I think so. This is, I think, 3 full turns. Oh, okay. Okay, so yeah, whoever's a blast can finish them off.
I was thinking I should have one more safe turn, shouldn't I? Or would I?
I think so.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, just
Yeah.
to get Zeus back up a bit.
Sure, yeah.
Since there will never be a safer time than this time.
Right. So I wonder what happens if, let's say, you get this fight, you end the, you kill the Collector, but there's still like a Highwayman left. You don't want to risk a critical from him, and you run away. It's like, you know, what becomes of that last floating head?
That is actually a good question. I guess I can get rid of the Shamerolds. So even the stack of 4 wouldn't be as much.
Do we have any shovel points on the map coming up left? Yeah, we scouted the rest of the way.
Let's see, we've got one there.
One back up
and there
there.
might be some in here.
True,
in this
true.
little T intersection.
Okay.
That's a curio. That's a curio. That's a curio. That's a quest
There's
location.
2 of our quest locations.
So one of them has to
Has
be
to be in
here.
that section, yeah.
That said... Yeah, I think it's safe enough to risk it. Maybe.
Okay,
Hopefully.
we can go around that one, because
Right.
we have no reason to go that way. And
And before I forget, default party order.
if we do end up with one, we still haven't even camped yet. So.
Right.
Packs laden with loot. Are
I do not
often
have any
all
Yeah.
space for curios yet. Here we are.
Hey,
Here's the first one.
decimated.
Decimated. Yeah, drugs! Woo! Let's see. And then we are safe until we get through here. Actually, we're safe even when we get back, so...
Yep, when Dr. Zeus is in the house, you know, it is spring break.
A fortune waiting to be spent.
Well, not so much, really. Oh, I knew we'd have it.
Yep. We had quite a few hallways without any hunger, though.
I guess, but...
And now Silver's definitely got the munchies after all that.
Right. Alright. And we head all the way back. And... honestly, I think I might just go back the way we came and go up here. There's only the curio and a room battle.
Yeah, as I said, if we did go up, I mean, it would be new territory, but yeah, we'd have two battles. We have no reason to fight.
Right. And just the curios, which aren't going to be that useful, I don't
Right.
think.
No, I agree. No reason to do that.
All right. So in that case, we continue on. Hooray!
Kind of interesting. You never see the swine in the rooms with their shrines.
Right.
You think they'd be there worshiping them?
That actually is a good point, because I had thought that there was a chance you could have a room fight with quest location, but maybe you're right and you can't.
Zeus was thinking to wander the dungeon aimlessly till we find. You mean a shambler, right? Because I don't think it can spawn more than one collector in the same.
Man, that would be
the
bad.
same run. Yeah.
Worse than mere trickery.
Exertions of adventuring.
It's kind of funny. They were in the thread for the LP of this game. One of the guys was discussing using a mod to fight two shamblers at the same time, and Ben realized sooner than I did. It's like that would actually make it easier because there wouldn't be any room for them to summon the Clapper Claws.
Yeah, if they're the two ranks like I think they are, then yeah, the Clapper Claws are really the big danger, I think.
Yeah.
All right, and then I use firewood here because why not?
A moment of respite.
Use food here because why not?
Steel oneself against
All right.
horrors.
Oh, we didn't equip them. Welp.
Weird. I thought that you didn't need to.
Nope.
Well.
Yeah, you need to equip them, just like we did for his actual skills.
Right. Well, in that case, we will rely on.
I guess Silver can buff herself.
True.
There's that speed buff for the party. Sharpened spear, yeah, could work.
Let's do that.
Yeah, I might as well do both of those for her. Ordered fashion.
And we have no ability to avoid
Yeah, we'll be fine.
an ambush. So let's just... This needle's for me, finally. Speaking of yay drugs.
It's probably when two shamblers doing nothing but a sonorous lament. Good point.
Does like 30 stress the whole party? Yeah, that's true. If you're worried about stress.
Stentorious lament. Yeah, I know what I'm talking about now. That's one that shuffles you too, right? So I could see that going south in a hurry. Which is always the correct choice.
Yep.
Yep.
I knew it.
We hadn't been ambushed the last couple times with it. Oh, at our first brigands of the fight too.
And this actually kind of works out okay.
Yeah.
So I think that he's going to be more of a threat than the other one.
Yeah.
Especially
Nice.
with that.
No, the shrines are decimated. Slice and dice. Ouch. Neither slicing nor dicing was accomplished.
Sparrow says Zeus is a quack, telling you he'll be the death of you.
Nice. You have been bombing damage rolls this dungeon. It is uncanny.
Seriously.
This has been fairly, fairly little consequence.
Right. Yeah, in other situations, it would actually be really bad.
Right. Ooh.
This
bad.
expedition at least promises success.
And this was...
Herbs,
yeah.
yes. To get more food. Corpse cart.
The meat's still edible. Dr. Zeus says it's okay.
How does that verse go? There's this meat to eat ye knew not of.
Right. And in a sad twist of that one, instead of the belly being for meats, the belly is the meats.
Is the meats.
Oh, here's the shrine. Cool.
Well, there we go.
Smash it down.
Right, everybody start the chant. Shambler, shambler.
I will do a quick little expedition around and see if there's anything worth talking about. And I think I might actually go with that. Oh, great.
Go with.
Oh, I was going to go with going around and fighting that battle.
Oh, yeah.
Because I might as well grab more things with it.
Sure.
But
We're in really good shape so far. It's a little bit of stress. We still have plenty of food thanks to that. Thanks to the delivery cart. You can trust Zeus. He's a doctor.
Another
There we are.
abomination cleansed from our lands. Another one falls.
It says so right here on this completely legitimate certificate, which is in no way forged.
Leave now and do another one.
um,
what time we got?
about 7:48.
Oh, so probably not.
Yeah, unfortunately, especially since Wayne has a lot to do.
Yeah.
In his stream.
Yeah, for Dragon's Dogma, we'll probably be beating the main game today. So yeah, we need a little extra time to make sure we get everything taken care of.
Yeah, I just think that Bleed needed a little bit more damage over time to really be viable.
Right.
And it's still good, but it's just not quite there.
Yeah. I think it's because I think it's because they've tried to balance it, fairly rigorously. But I just don't think the drawbacks the move has in reduced damage, sometimes reduced positioning and stuff like that, makes up for the DOT. It seems like for Hellions especially, it's a lot more efficient to do to do the slash and Iron Swan to get more coverage, to do higher amounts of damage, than to do some bleed, which usually won't do you any good.
Right.
A victory.
Look, it's not people, it's long pork.
But yeah, mostly it boils down to the fact that
Interesting.
that bleed was supposed to be how we balance out the jesters, and it seems like they have been overbalanced to the other way. They just don't seem very effective in combat unless you're using them as stress bots,
right,
or de-stress bots.
Yeah, it really seems like the Jester, they tried to make them both support and kind of melee, and it just didn't end up working out very well.
Right.
It's a shame because I do like the class, but... Let's see, 80, 80, 70, 70. Yay! Alright, and then I burn these last 2 torches, and we see what happens.
I'm also glad they finally...
It's a wonder Zeus ever gets it. As Sprawl says, Jester's own, I'll not have us besmirch them.
well, what do you do to make them own?
Well, that is a nice start.
that was pretty good. And as Zeus said, that Sheath is pretty dodgy, but not as dodgy as his credentials.
There we are. That is what I like to see.
My favorite joke for that one is still, what they call the person who graduates bottom of his class in med school, right?
Doctor.
Yep. So, yeah, for every one who you get so they know what they're doing. Some of them operating some clinic on the the clinic downtown. You probably don't want to visit unless it's the only option on your insurance policy.
Watch this one time. Yep, I knew it. The one time we got slimed and we get the disease.
Of course, after we camped too.
Right.
Oh, it's a bad one.
Mm-hmm. And people wonder why we're so adamantly averse to anything that can do anything that causes disease. People's Exhibit E.
Right. At least diseases, especially at this tier, are kind of inexpensive to get rid of.
Sprawl doesn't do anything, they just own already. And Draconel asks, why if a Jester we can have Hellions? It's true, you can have 4 Jesters, whereas you can only really have 2 Hellions.
Yeah, Zeus, yeah, the Plague Doctors in this game are ladies. It's just that whenever we have a male chat member, Ben tends to default to that person.
Right.
And I usually don't, but I'm just kind of going along with the flow today.
Brought low and driven into the mud.
Oh, why not?
If I want a Jester for the third darkest dungeon, just saying.
Somehow I'm not surprised to hear that. Let's see.
That's kind of what I mean, though. Sprawl is...
Uh-oh.
Yes.
Time
for some literature.
Oh, let's have Claire open it.
Claire knows how to read things.
Oh.
Yes, she does, yeah.
Yeah, that's all right.
The light, the promise of safety.
One more. Oh, another ghoul. Hooray.
Aliens, a vessel, maybe a Houndmaster bounty hunter for all the bleed. Yeah, that is a good point, too. Now, Ben did he did a practice bleed run back when we were testing out OBS Studio, and he was not too impressed with...
That's the thing.
It hook and slice, I think, or...
Yeah, bleed, especially on the bounty hunter, just doesn't impress me that much.
Right.
Yeah, I should have kept him back for the harvest. Oh well. Oh, Claire is completely unmoved.
You think a Jester could afford us some better pants? Just I noticed those patches and stuff on them on that close-up.
Well, not if he's a court jester. She? It?
Jesters are he.
Okay.
He will be laughing still. Yeah.
Right.
Right through 40% protection. That's pretty good.
But that's even better. So.
Don't forget that was on a critical hit. So the basically meant her effective max was like 13, I think, or 12.
And
Something
then I'll just get rid of these.
Yeah, I could have Claire eat them.
Well, I wasn't planning on going anywhere after this.
They call it people food.
All right, quest complete.
All right.
Yeah, I guess that was a pretty spooky noise. Yeah, Jester's damage is low, but if you really want the bleed... Yeah, they're basically the best bleeders after maybe the Houndmaster, but it's... I mean, as far as I can tell, bleed just isn't an optimal strategy.
Yeah, I'm thinking... Here's the thing, though. I'm thinking the idea might be that what you need to do for the...
Ooh. You know, that actually is kind of appropriate for the person who died. Yep. Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah, Saint Vex, he who died and died and lived again.
It's true. Houndmasters have puppy.
The twisting tunnels no longer exhale the toxic stench of degeneracy.
Do we have the flesh up for that one?
Probably not, but let's find out. Nope.
Do we have any reason to go back?
Not really. Oh, we have the poisoned herb.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, we'll talk about it. We will decide what to do next. I might do one of them off screen, and then either hit the flesh or the darkest dungeon next time. Slightly augmented by the ability to hit 4.
So now that P-Bug's portrait is locked in on the monster, what is that supposed to be?
I'm actually turning my head over to the side.
You can see the mouth over there on the right now.
Right. Yeah, I think it's supposed to be just you didn't actually see the cultists, but they actually have the different eyes and faces and things.
Oh, okay.
So I think it's supposed to be kind of like the cultist thing.
I bet you could rest some bones in there. Evil Starspawn. I bet I can rest my bones. Take the stagecoach, Lorax
Stagecoach, Lorax says.
Why are we taking the stagecoach? They're all level 0.
Quick, grab all of the jesters.
I do like how we have the Mighty Morphin Jester Rangers.
We don't actually have a low-level jester, do we? Oh, that's a shame.
Including the black jester that was added in Season 2.
Yes, Sprawl, we noticed the tentacle thingy underneath the missions when we changed them.
Oh no, what happened to P-Bug? The darkest dungeon happened.
Yeah. Oh, Rebecca is that way too. Yeah, basically it just randomly appears.
And then also when we tried to accept the mission, it popped up like some red tentacles under the mission tile.
Yeah, that's why I said.
Oh yeah.
So I'm sorry, P-Bug, you're now a squamous horror. I mean, you now have a Clomio instead of your regular puppy. It's awful. It's awful. But yeah, more importantly, I might actually take the group of jesters for the quick run and have the madcap adventures.
Just to see how well it does.
Just to see how well it does. But yeah, for now I'll go ahead and hand it off to Wayne.
Yes.
To finish off Dragon's Dogma, at least partially.
Mm-hmm.